Hello, hello. A beautiful evening. Hello, Dr. Mo. Hello, Prince. Dr. Mo, how are you doing? It sounds like you had a sad weekend needing to wait for my stream. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you for being here. um but yeah, I already pre-suffered for what I just said. I had some suffering um this week, which is why there was no more PoE streams. I still played PoE, of course, and I actually progressed our chat. It is our build. I progressed it quite a bit further. And it's turned out really good. I praise you, chat, for the idea, and I praise myself for how it turned out. Because obviously it was all me. Am I right or am I right? But yeah, we're not actually that high level yet. We're level 94. We are more than halfway to level 95. Astralis, hello, a beautiful evening. Nice to see you. But yeah, we are actually, the stream title is not a lie. It is not a lie. We are actually the number 3 Lightning Tendrils build in the whole SSF Allflame League on PoE Ninja. It is true. We are the number 3. Hi, Dr. Mo. I actually can show it really quick. All right, we go here. We go here. We go SSF Allflame. And man, I need to put ad blocker on the stream tab. And then we go Lightning Tendrils. You can see some also play the other versions. We go Lightning Tendrils. And look here, Astralis, here. Number 3, Alfreda. You yourself named this character. And here it is. Number 3 of the Lightning Tendril builds. Because there is plenty of them. Plenty. Very popular build. But yeah, congrats everyone. We made it to the top 3 by choosing a gem nobody plays. But yeah, just wanted to share that. I thought that was a really cool achievement of us. Like here, high five, high five chat, high five. And now back to gaming. And yeah, Dr. Mo, how have you been? I already greeted you extensively. But I guess you missed all of it. Sad. So for our progression, I have obtained 2 void stones, which most of you people won't say anything, but there's 4. There's basically four pinnacle bosses in the end game to defeat to get a void stone. And the void stone, here's one of those void stones. It gives you higher map drops, access to some higher content, some bonies. Like it's basically you part of reaching the actual end game is getting all those little stones. They also enable you to find nightmare maps. Top 3 is good enough for the CV. That is true. I should put it in my CV, huh? Should I put it on my freelancer profile too? It does show dedication. Or it would if it wasn't such an off-meta build. All right, but yeah, anyways, we like for this one, we defeated like the, I don't know, originator bosses. Here I defeated the Exarch and the Eater, two other pinnacle bosses, so that I unfortunately did that off stream. But we still need the Elder and the Shaper and the Maven. And right now I'm collecting Maven bosses so that we can fight Maven eventually. True, Astral, true. If the task was reach top 3, you know, then this was thinking out of the box. No, I do think you're right. I also haven't done the league mechanic in a hot while. I also on the side have a little crafting project here for us to get a better weapon. Our current weapon is not terrible, but honestly, it is for the fact that I've already beaten like a few pinnacle bosses. This weapon isn't great, but it actually really speaks for the damage of the build. That you don't really need a great weapon to get the job done. Honestly, like the damage of tendrils is super fine, and the only thing again is it's a channeling skill, and you know, your character has to like do a short stop. I've also played around with scaling this AoE like crazy, and I have already managed to scale it to be screen wide. Technically I could do that right now. But I have actually obtained explosions, so I don't really need it anymore. Without the explosions, it was nice to have it be like really like all screen. But now that I have explosions, I don't need as much AoE investment anymore because things just it just proliferates. A Bruderschaft, hello. I shall hydrate twice. A beautiful evening to you. Number 1. See, ta-da! I have a second drink. I'm ready for those double hydrate redeems. Hydrate number 2. Astralis. I'm sure you thought you got me. Ta-da! Drink number 3. Hydrate number 3. Ah. Yeah, I know you knew. But yeah, let's for now I will just do some maps, collect some Maven bosses, and these maps I'm not actually rushing because I am on the side also collecting some breach juice, collecting a little bit of harvest juice. I might actually, yeah, I actually wanna. That's good that we look at it because there is something I do wanna change. I don't care about the synthesis map right now yet, so we're gonna actually get rid of this and we're gonna pump some more points into harvest. Yeah, I guess I need some more points if I want this full thing. Maybe it's time to drop a few of the betrayal notes. Like I still, okay, I'm still waiting for a specific fracture from betrayal, so that's why I still want those notes. I guess I don't need to scry yet. We also, I'm not in a hurry with the conquerors yet either, so let me get rid of those. Scrying, I'm leaving on for now. Okay, boop boop. That is true. It is true, Asteros, but it has happened. But whenever you see me stream without a coffee, you know, there is something is wrong. I'm probably sick. I am probably sick. Yeah, I do want those. Okay, yeah, I think this is fine. All right. I'm just looking here for like not too long maps. Terrible. Terrible. I mean, Dark Forest is actually kind of okay. Atoll is a good one. Atoll is a good one. We're not like really pumping maps right now. Oh, that's very... Wait. What is this shit? I have the fortress right next to Islet. So the fortress here is from a different mechanic, and I'm just like, can that like hit Islet? I hope not. Oh boy. Yeah. I'm trying, Islet. I'm trying. But the betrayal is working together with the breach hive. It's actually lore like when what happened here is kind of funny if you consider lore, like the betrayal, like the betrayal mechanic. They're literally working together with the breach hive. Oh god. I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh my god. That was a close call. But yeah, it looks scary because this flask keeps removing my life, but I'm actually pretty tanky. It's not that bad. What? But yeah, chat chose for me to play Lightning Tendrils, and honestly, it's been really fun for me to make that reality in SSF. Prince! Show's over! It's actually kind of funny because the betrayal guy just said, like, our dirty little deal is over, exile. I forgot who says that, but it's always pretty funny when he says it. Let's see. Can I tank it? Easy. Did I block it? I guess I blocked it because literally nothing happened. I do want to do the harvest. We're just gonna walk this way around back. And yeah, our delirium ends now because we're walking out of the fog. Ooh, a second leak mechanic thing. Oh yeah, we're just gonna do the harvest really quick and then we're done with this map. I can't see shit, it becomes pixel bright and you rush lightning everyone to death. I don't know if, like, maybe some other people can comment. Is this a quality issue of the stream? Or is it just, I mean, because, like, PoE, right? If you don't play it yourself, it is kind of like a lot of visual clutter, right? Like, also, are you watching like on original source quality? Is bitrate? And are you watching on like, what quality is Twitch giving you? Because I remember somebody mentioning, I remember somebody last time mentioning that it was only 720p. Oh. Oh, yeah, that would be the reason, I think. Oh. Actually saw that one coming. Ever since I added the vertical mode, it seems like Twitch has demoted my stream to 720p. Oh, there's 0 game sound. Oh, you're right. Sorry, no. That was my bad. I am sorry. But yeah, yeah, it is odd, the 720p.
Greetings. Farewell.
Maybe I'll make a poll whether people care about the vertical mode, because if people don't care about the vertical mode, I will just ditch it again if it forces my stream on 720p. Because I didn't change anything about my resolution settings and everything. It should stream in 1080p, but it looks like Twitch just decides, because I added vertical mode, to just instead give us 720p. Maybe because it streams the vertical mode in 720p. Is anybody right now using the vertical mode? There is, like, if you watch on Twitch, I think even on desktop there is a button to switch to vertical mode, but it's meant as like a, you know, TikTok shorts format for on your phone watching vertically. Shiro, hey, do you know why I got pedals on my regular 8 mods? So you're saying they're not originator maps. Is that what you're saying? It could be, okay, theory, but I'm not sure if that's true, but it could be that it was an originator map and it got corrupted into an 8 mod that wasn't an originator map any longer. I didn't know that was possible because I don't think I've seen that happen personally, and I've ran a lot of 16.5 maps, right? I don't think I've seen that happen, that a originator map turns normal, but but then again, like every league there is some little fuckery that happens around maps, right? So could be, maybe, like, you know, they got corrupted. If they got farmed as 8 mod corrupted, right? Maybe they got corrupted away from being an originator map. Yeah, then my guess would be, Shiro, that it was maybe, I don't know. Oh, yes. No. Do you run Templar Astrolabe? I think Templar Astrolabe adds pedals and originator packs. Yes. It is probably your Astrolabe. Yeah, maybe then... I wonder... Let me surely check if I can... I'm just sorry. I'm checking a few things to see if there's any settings here for like because like to get my 1080p back. My 1080p. Yeah, I'm really confused. It looks like Twitch just took 1080p away from me because it's all still set up to be 1080p. 1080p? You've never heard it that way? Wait, what? How? Like, I don't understand. Like, what would you... How do you say it then? Oh, 1080p. Interesting. I've heard 1080p as well. But for me, the 1080p is more commonly what I've heard. But... And I mean... It is 1080p. So, I don't know. It's definitely not wrong. 1080p is correct. I guess we could also say 1080p. When setting up horizontal mode, you committed to being a phone streamer. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sometimes there's some really massive bugs. I just like recently saw some big ones too. Yeah, also a good one too. Okay, anyways, you know what? I'm not gonna solve the. It would be nice if maybe some more people could like give feedback on like how bad you think it is, right? I'm just gonna throw this all in here for now. How bad you think it is with the quality. If it is very bad, even for the PoE players, Shiro, you're asked. If you look at the combat here, where was the little pussy? Oh, there. Two of them. Is a little bit scary. Yeah, there is like, when you're used to listening to your own music, right? Oh, I'm playing SSF, Shiro. If you play SSF, it doesn't matter, like, you will... it doesn't matter, right? Like, you will always do harvest. You wanna craft, no? I stupid monocycle now. was a rough one. But I was honestly, I was never much of a harvest farmer either. I know it's not true. I guess but I like, I don't know, I farm harvest. Like it's definitely one of the things I do very rarely. Like when I'm in trade, I just buy the juice I need. Usually. I did play a little bit around with it when when crop rotation was added, for sure. But I personally, like, while it isn't bad, it is kind of it was even then kind of the sort of strat that like skyrocketed really quick in cost because it was a very popular strat because it's just juice drops on the floor, right? And I usually just like to rather do things that are niche. And like, I also like to do things that I just come up with by myself, basically. So, what bitrate are we supposed to have? Oh, this is about 7,000 currently. It is capped at... like, technically it's uncapped right now, but right now you're getting 7,000. But it's like, again, like, it's Twitch, like, scales it down currently to 720p, so who knows what bitrate Twitch is really giving you right now, right, Astralis? You have only 480p? Wait, but you chose that, or is Twitch only giving you 480p right now? Yeah, this one we actually need. It is a little bit scary in terms of mods, but should be doable. Give me quick map. Where's Dunes? Do we not have dunes? No, we do have dunes. Oh wait, but this one I do not have. I want a map in these two because here I have the White Stones, Chateau, Funnel Hollow, Guardians, Laboratory, Terrace. Terrace is okay. Let's do a terrace. Let's do a terrace. I shall check DMs in Discord. Huh! That is... Wait, that is ridiculous. Why are you only getting 480p? Are you on a phone? Huh? You can see the bitrate of the stream you're receiving, Astralis? Oh, I see. Yeah, like, it's definitely Twitch, Astralis, right? Like, it's definitely Twitch. Like, it's not, again, like, that you're even getting 720p as source is wrong. Like, every setting on my side is 1080p, right? But it's just Twitch deciding to deliver it in 720p, and it seems to have to do with the vertical mode, because before vertical mode, I did get my 1080p.
You need more do as I have instructed you.
Stay out.
Have mercy. It's not really unstable, no, Astralis. It's just Twitch. Like, if you look at my end, it's perfectly stable. It's been at 7.1k for, like, ever since I started streaming. Zero roller coaster. It's perfectly stable. Again, like, it's just Twitch. No, it's just like usually like I didn't even know you could look at it at how Twitch what bitrate Twitch delivers to you. Why am I? Wait. Oh my god, I know what's going on. Oh, okay.
There's only one fate for the weak.
Bye bye.
So, I am actually not freeze immune right now.
The cycle of life and death.
So I got frozen there.
The fittest grow fitter.
I have to change my Leon.
The cycle of life and death is the wisdom general, not specific.
I'm afraid the only...
Violence is power. You're more. Feel confident in your caging only if you believe the caged will never escape. And
300 in my books is actually not that big of a deviation, Astralis. Like just from what I know, like 300, like if I like add like 300 to my bitrate on my end, it makes like no difference. Like what makes a difference is like if you add like 1,000 or so. That's just from my local testing, right? But like, so to me, like when you say, oh, it's like 300 difference, that doesn't actually sound that like a big deal to me. Because like on my local end, whenever I like there's no point in playing around in like adding like 100 or a 200, it makes no difference. But if you add like 1,000, then you do see a difference. It doesn't work like that. Even though it's at 25%, it doesn't work like that. It literally doesn't. It's just very statically in like 100 more, nothing happens. Whether you have 500 or 600, you know, nothing happens really with the quality. If you add 1,000, something happens with the quality. It was worse, yeah. Okay, that was my Shock Nova build, and yes, that build was extremely heavy on the bitrate. But still, like the 720p we're getting right now is not correct.
help me!
That is a little bit rough. I'm curious to see how it's gonna go against the Guardian.
Now I can focus. Can I not have the We can wake up, fiend!
And yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention, though I have the wrong enchantment on it currently, I actually, like, I was a big dum-dum. But here, I dropped Wine of the Prophet, which is really cool, so whenever you see, like, a massive tarot card pop up over my head, it's from this flask. It basically pulls a card with a random buff, and there's some really strong buffs there. It's really nice. I literally dropped this from, like, the quest kill. It's basically a pinnacle boss and there's a quest kill, yeah, and I just dropped this from the quest version. Easy SSF experience. And I currently also have the coruscating elixir here, which helps a bit with my top max drop. I really need to remember to change my PT on, by the way. Though, actually, we could also consider just getting maybe freeze immunity via a flask. Flasks are kind of premium. Like right now, no easy quick way. Well, I could put a pair of boots on. I do have a pair of boots with freeze immunity. that would be an alternative. I previously had Purity of Elements. Why do I even bother killing the Abyss monsters? Abyss is like, I think the, like, I don't know, it's like Abyss is really bad. Like, I'm generally not a crybaby about like the state of things, especially because I'm an SSF and I just do what I need. But I also just enjoy to play everything. But Abyss is like really a sad joke right now. Well, because you asked a girl about bikinis. No, it could be that the bitrate also drops when there's a lot of action on the screen, Astralis. That does definitely make sense, right? More delay on the processing. But no, I love the. I think you're referring to the leak mechanic, and I do love it. I actually like it very much. I like it very much. Oh my god, that was such a bad dodge. But I blocked it anyway. Why is he so fast? Rate and QE. Bikini bottom, yeah. So, oh, Sleepy, hello! Yes, it's going very well. How's it going to do? Have you played more? Where are you at? But yeah, we are in fact third place in SSF Allflame of all Lightning Tendril builds. Alfreda. There we are. We fought hard for this, of course. It was very difficult to accomplish. It was very difficult to accomplish. Yeah, actually same. We have family over, so I didn't actually get to play much this weekend. And I'm still place 3. Easy. Parsing and PoE. Yeah, parsing and PoE is just filling this XP bar, and actually made negative progress since I've started streaming because I died like 4 times on stream. Nice.
Greetings.
The power of picking blue items. Yeah, no, the Prince, the current league mechanic and PoE is what's our says? But yeah, it's like a diving thing. You dive. We go down to bikini bottom, basically. But no, I love the league mechanic. I think it's giga fun. I do think it's a scary hardcore mechanic. It's actually not happened to me, but there is sometimes like some awkward moments when you like rush and you're impatient, right? You like decide to like shortcut to the exit and stuff, and I've had like moments where like I leap slammed into a gap, and then like you're kind of like in the gap, right? And you're about to die. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's a scary. It's a little bit. The design could be better for hardcore characters, I feel like, but I do think generally it's a very fun mechanic, and it's very rewarding too. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna dump everything in here. Is that one? No, it's not fractured. Fractured jewelry I am interested in. Alrighty. Holy stashes? I know. SSF, baby. Like, the biggest thing about SSF is, right, you need, or at least I need a lot of stashes, okay? So if you wanna, like, what is all of this, right? So these are just generally bases, right? Just some bases that might be relevant, right? And then the blue ones are also bases, but bases with like some promise, basically. Bases with like some promising things. And then also there's the hype. Hype is stuff that actually like might like be like close to like I have this one here. This one actually I do plan to probably use. Because I am also Dawnbreaker now. I have Dawnbreaker here, right? So I'm stacking max res on fire for my resistances. Right now I have 80 fire res normally, and then while my flask is up, I have 85, right? And yeah, I probably do wanna actually use that amulet. And it also helps solve chaos res, so that's really nice. Because my chaos res is not optimal right now. And also, on top of that, it has light radius, and we could actually, I've already like played around with that a little. Once we have really good damage, we can actually, so we don't need as much defenses, we can actually use this one, the Fresher, which allows you to scale damage and AoE via light radius, right? I've already tried it out. It is like it works. It's pretty cool. You get massive AoE, right? But right now, like doing it sacrifices a bit too many defenses. It just doesn't feel good right now. Like not long term. But yeah. The unique stash tab is for some uniques that I either decide, what are you doing in there? That I either decide I like to keep duplicates of, or some foul-born variants go in here too, right? We have, for example, here a lone messenger. I also down here have some, so res G is just simple res gear that might be good for leveling, right? I have a unique tab, but you can only put, here's my unique tab. You can only put one of each in, right? And sometimes, when you're in SSF, you want to collect multiple of a unique. Yeah, so that's why I have a quad tab for duplicates, right? That I might, like for example, Deirdre is a really good unique for me, right? So I keep them around in case I decide to go back to a Deirdre, right? I might corrupt it or whatever, right? So basically I put uniques in here where I want to collect multiple copies of because I might want to corrupt them later or whatever. Or interesting foul-born variants also go in here. Because yeah, the actual unique tab only holds one of each. Now you might wonder, what is this? So here I actually put uniques that I give to Rock to disenchant. That like U2 is literally just duplicates to disenchant. And the the staffs are here, you know, because I just collect the map, basically. When you have all 4 of them, you get the map, right? So, but yeah. Anyways, what item level is this? 84. Okay, we'll just throw it in here. Does the game have cool poison builds? Yes, it does, for sure. Like, honestly, there's plenty. A fan favorite is Toxic Rain. You can Google PoE Toxic Rain. That's a fan favorite. Though I guess... Wait, now I'm even confused. Toxic Rain doesn't even necessarily poison, right? It actually just uses chaos over time. But it looks like poison. Good enough. But yeah, no, but there is... Oh, there's also Poisonous Concoction, though I don't even know in which state that is currently. Is it dead? I don't know. Maybe. There's also Poison BV, Blade Vortex. If only you could automate it like in Minecraft, yeah. Honestly, that is... I don't know, I feel like there is like a world in which GGG like either does a spin-off or something where it turns into automated PoE, right? Like, they could technically make that a league too, but I think it would be too destructive to the actual game. But it would be so funny if there would be like, I don't know, like a spin-off or something, the automate PoE experience, right? I don't know, PoE manager. I could definitely see that being a thing. Did I do Mesa? I did do Mesa. Yeah, but that's different, right? Because King's March is more like the town mobile gaming. What I'm talking about is more like, I mean, that is also mobile gaming, but the automate the actual hero, right? The looting, everything. Good night, Astralis. Sleep well in your Bettgestell. Also, I guess mission success. I got you to sleep. It's like Factorio, but PoE. Yeah, kinda. Like you... there is games like that, like mobile games, right? Where you have like kind of like auto battler style. You just gear up the character, right? And that's what I'm thinking. Like you have a PoE. PoE turns fully into auto battler. You're just managing the gear and the inventories, and you can also automate a lot of like what happens with the loot and stuff, you know? By the way, Shiro, wait, what are you playing now? You were playing EA, right? I think you mentioned that. Or what were you what are you playing now? Which build? Why is it so... Okay, let's do a park, sure. Though actually, no, I hate the park boss in the plaza. Oh no, that's the conservatory factory. Atoll, Lava Lake, oh shit! Astralis! Astralis, thank you so much. Thank you for the sub. And Prince, congrats! Congrats on getting gifted. Oh, lightning arrow. Ah, nice. What is like the current lightning arrow meta? Is it Deadeye or... Because last time I played it, it was Deadeye. And it was with returning projectiles. Deadeye, yeah. I mean, it was really good. Honestly, it was very heavy though on the... Like way heavier than this on the... right, on the CPU and everything. Like I did get some slideshow moments. So I know, like that was kind of like a point where like I you know, you like it depends, right? Like, but it can be a factor for sure. No, I think Dark Forest is the short one. I should have read it. I did. Let's quest the thing. Oh, I forgot to change my Theon. Oh shit. All the way over there, man.
Just use you don't. Good. Now listen closely.
Oh yeah, the new league mechanic is giving me so many stacked decks. It's actually crazy. Like I've never had this many stacked decks in in SSF. And like the thing is, like you don't even necessarily want
The parameters.
I'm going to kill you, guys.
stacked decks in SSF because like a lot of them you'll never complete, right? But I don't know, like it's kind of good. I've been subbed for 25 months. I actually, okay, Prince, I actually think, but I might be wrong, but I do think you did once actually sub from your own money or whatever, because like I do remember you.
Away from me!
I do just remember faintly that you once like basically I don't know if you even like saved up for it by like back then like Twitch had like some stuff where you could watch ads and stuff. I don't know. Honestly, not terrible. Oh, it was for bits, yes. Right. Astralis' sub came with a mission. Broke bitch Amazon? That's the thing. Amazon is nowhere near being broke. It is nowhere near being broke. Let's do the harvest there.
This way.
Should I even click that one? Don't even have a blue. No! Oh, the stupid chaos under the feet. Yeah, they just can't afford it, guys. Amazon is just too poor. Bezos just needs a little bit more of your money, guys. That's the problem. Come on, guys. Have some sympathy. Get those primes. Yes. Poor Bezos, huh? Guys, how is he gonna make his escape when, like, you know, the climate change happens? How is he gonna make his escape to Mars if we're all being so stingy with our money?
Can I not have but a moment's
What is this? What's this dog shit plants here? He'll build a bridge made out of his workers. I mean, he built a ship, yeah. He will literally use his workers. I do believe that. He will literally use his workers as fuel for his ship, for sure. So I need to, I keep forgetting to use my coruscating elixir, which might look scary, and there is scary moments for it, but it's my chaos max hit currently is very pathetic, and that's what it's mainly helping. Besides also like making us pretty tanky and for most of the time. Most of the time. Give a little horror story for me. Okay. It sounds like you wanna make us suffer. It sounds like a shared suffering story. I know how it was possible, but I think my parents' bathroom might be even worse than the one my brothers use. Worse in which regard? Oh my god, almost again. I got almost wrecked by the chaos plant under my feet again.
Hello. Farewell.
They went out and I went in there to make sure my younger brother hadn't made a mess in it. Little did I know it would have blended in. Cobwebs, black stuff, the sinks are like half brown, unknown stuff on the mirror. And there were like finger grooves in the sink surface. Prince, are your parents alive? Have we seen them recently? Like... Oh my god, yeah, it does sound horrible. It does sound horrible. You almost broke your name. You can get a scrap, maybe, instead.
Defend me!
Defend me! I mean, usually, honestly, she survives long enough, no matter what.
Roof against the storm!
I usually do not have to care too much about her. Oh! Hello! Almost got it! Almost got Rock. I actually do not care about Rock. Rock, like... Rock has like zero value with boat crafting, right? Like, Rock wasn't in the greatest spot anyways, I would say. But it was still okay early on. But I feel like now with boat, I don't know why I should use Rock right now. And I'm like in SSF, and I feel like in SSF, like, Rock was still very decent, but now with both, I didn't feel a single
Crows are
urge of
very
like
interesting,
doing
Exile.
Rock crafting.
Did you know that crows cannot own?
I'm glad we could come to an understanding.
Like, I feel like I skipped straight past that. I could still do it for a low chance of luck, but I have 0 on my trees for expedition, so not gonna bother.
This way, exile.
You should be getting paid as bathroom cleaner. Yeah, the scrub maybe is downstairs and it was late. Now that sounds like my reasoning. I would have had to go walk stairs. Whole sets of stairs even. That is fair. You know what? I know nothing of having to walk 2 stairs. We only have like 1 set of stairs here to walk. Jacuzzi? A tiny jacuzzi. You know, now that you said it like that way, that like only a small person would fit into it, it kind of like makes me feel like, I don't know, I have this picture of like a small king jacuzzi, you know? And just the smallest dwarf king, like using it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know what divination buff I'm having right now, but it's a lot of damage.
I wonder how much is my life. I'll keep my end of the deal. Just remember. Can I not have but a moment's response?
3 feet is how much in centimeters? It's like half a foot. No, it's like half a person. You know how they always say like in America that the girls all I knew that would happen. They always say that in America the girls want like they're, you know, 6 feet tall guys. So 3 feet is like, and I think the 6 feet tall guy is like the 180 or something like that, right? So 3 feet is like half a person. It's like a child, basically. I'm 160. Oh, that would be more than 3 feet for sure. Let's see. Like I honestly, I'm just guessworking here, right? But like I always think of the 6 feet that the girls want and what that probably is. I think that's 180 probably. 3 feet in centimeters is 91 centimeters. Here. 91 centimeters, so you're still way bigger than 3 feet. And yeah, so yeah, it's correct. 6 feet is indeed 180. Yeah. Like, it's funny that I've always heard, like, you know, American girls want like the 6 feet, the guys to be 6 feet. I actually knew that it would probably be 180, right? I know. It's kind of funny that that is ingrained. My girl brain knew which size it had to be. Yeah. And to be fair, I like I don't actually think, like, I think it depends on your own size too, to be honest, right? Like, I'm like 170, right? So for me, 180 is very much just like a guy that is a little bit taller than me, right? But not massively taller. But if you're like a 160 girl, right? I feel like 180 is pretty tall, honestly. I don't know. And like my cousin, she's like 150, right? Like, it's like I don't know. I feel like the girls got it all wrong. I do think it matters also what your own size is. But I also think, like, if as a girl you... Ooh, wait a second. We don't care about the first two mods, but there is two really nice mods on this jewel. Two really, really nice mods. I want the fire res, and I like the life. So, and since it has like some potential, right? Since it has some potential, it goes into the blue jewels. Because that's like jewels that with some crafting, like they basically already have something going for them. Very good RF jewel indeed. Alright. Honestly, I don't need any more base jewels right now. We'll just sell this other stuff here. Wait, did I not? Oh, did I die to the boss? I did. Right, I remember now what happened. I remember it! One second, chat. Like, right now, I am just making, I have like a very like basic regex just to make sure there's no like mana regen on those maps. Like right now I don't care about rolling them really. Then you guys got the opposite, where guys want a mountain to climb. Like when Lady Dimitrescu came out in Resident Evil 8, people went nuts. Wait, you mean guys that also want like a very tall lady? Interesting. I don't know, like I think like actually I wanted to say that, right? Like I think like at the end of the day, oh, I see. I have seen her. But it's nice that you sent me the picture, because I didn't really like have a picture in mind anymore, but now I do, yeah. I don't know, like I mean obviously like preference, like visual, like a preference is a preference, but you should, like, I don't think anybody should ever be like too obsessed with their like visual like ideas of what they're into, you know, because at the end of the day like chemistry and compatibility I think overcomes most of that, and if you're like too stuck up on these like shallow facts, like you'll most likely not gonna find someone that like checks like all these boxes, right? Yeah, I know when I grew up, we had like a very tall girl in our class, right? And like honestly, it's not the only one I've seen. And taller girls would like walk a little bit like making themselves smaller, right? And they actually felt very like she was very insecure about how tall she was. Even though like you would look at her and you'd be like, oh, you know, should be go model, right? Like go top model, right? But she was herself very insecure about her size being so much taller than any boys, right? And didn't actually like it herself. Yes, the game has still plenty cool poison builds, Bruderschaft. No worries. I think I know what happened. You probably pressed up in chat and got an old message. But yeah, I do remember like usually like girls tend to be also really insecure about it. Oh man. I don't even remember what's crater again. Oh no, I do remember. Oh yes, let's do a city square, sure. Yeah, all good, Bruderschaft. Yeah, it also has to do with standing out for sure. Even the shortcut doesn't work.
None shall pass!
None shall pass! No, queen? Yeah, well, okay, so as a developer, for developers, this is actually the default behavior because when you use terminals, you know, from old school command line, or not actually old school, right? Like, you know what? One upside of AI, it's made people use the command line again. But yeah, anyways, when you press up in command lines, you also get the previous command you typed in. So it's pretty normal for developers when they write programs or games or whatever to implement that same behavior. But in Twitch chat, that behavior is really fucking weird, honestly. Shit, I still don't have I still haven't changed the Beyond.
Walk carefully, exile. You won't see much.
My god, they're tanky.
No! Not in the dark again!
No!
You bash
Right.
well, exile.
I
Today,
kinda...
we are friends.
I somewhat
Let's
thought
go.
that...
Think I didn't expect betrayal?
but I guess,
I
yeah.
could offer you. Don't
Doing
regret this.
a fortress does not stop the delirium clock. This was a bit of PoE2 brain. And PoE2, honestly, they did a really good job where like the clock stops for like pretty much everything. What is this map? Why are they so tanky? Monsters gain 50% life, SES. Yeah, and 56% more monster life, okay. Oopsie. incredibly tanky. Just a quick look around. I do not care for the ultimatum right now. Something I'll farm at a later point, maybe. There's the harvest.
This way, exile.
Oh my god. This map is so fucking tanky. We got it. Oh my god, the combo of 56% more monster life and 50% of life as extra energy shield, like, oh. You should have a chart for how long stream goes on before AI comes up. And you may be a little bit sensitive. 2 little comments. It is a very important topic. That is the truth. You are playing a Pokemon fan-made game, and the first gym leader has 6 Pokemon around level 15. Ooh, they want you to grind, eh? Yeah, sometimes, you know, sometimes, like, it's kind of like getting difficulty right is really tricky. Like, sometimes it feels like difficulty was just made as like, oh, I know. Sometimes like sometimes difficulty feels like it was just added to stall game time, you know? I know, like, basically whenever difficulty is just like, oh, just grind X more hours, it feels a little bit cheap, right? At the same time, as an RPG player, I am happy to grind more hours, but I guess I want to do it on my own terms. I want to do it like I want to do it for the things I'm aspiring to do, basically, and not because game tells me to.
Greetings.
Ooh. But game tells you to go bikini bottom. Actually, we should go some bikini bottom. I do have quite a few sheets now stocked up. I could have also just like not unveiled it now and stashed it for later. Unfortunately, those are all useless for me. Which means we can just sell it. We couldn't really block anything because it already had 2 prefixes. Not without already crafting it, basically. But yeah. What do we have here? Critical Strike Cluster Jewel. That is a good one. So we're gonna put that here because that's actually something I might use. Oh yeah, I can actually show my tree a little. Before we went up here, but I've actually since respected to go here because we're utilizing here the max res and then also here the block wheel. So right now this one here is better. Also, my mana is really tight currently for the casts we're doing, so these nodes here are actually like allowing us to have enough mana. Yeah, we do actually have one large cluster in with Storm Drinker, which is a really good notable. Gives us some leech for energy shield and also some penetration. And then the Prismatic Heart is an okay notable. There is like this one, the Widespread Destruction in the back, which is okay, but currently not worth the two points. We're also using here, actually, I don't know, Shiro, you've probably seen it too, right? There's here this new wheel, which has cost efficiency, but it also has some reservation efficiency, which is honestly pretty nice, especially for me in SSF, right? It allows me to get some easy access to a little bit more reservation efficiency here on this side without going all the way over here to influence. Because here's another reservation efficiency wheel. All that being said, though, I think long term I will go over to the right side as well. This cost efficiency, yeah, no, not just you as an attack build, Shiro. It fucked everyone. You like, and from what I've seen, it is worse on like the cost increase. They increased the cost on all spells. So spells got fucked even harder, or maybe, okay, maybe, to be fair, all spells got increased in cost, which is really rough, but okay, to be fair, there is a few more nodes up here for cost efficiency for spells. So maybe in that regard, like there's also a wheel here, which I had for a while, right? So maybe casters get a bit more easy access to those wheels. That could be, but in terms of just cost and changes this league, spells got fucked harder. Yeah, like I also currently like oh no, actually no, not anymore. Okay, never mind. I did have for quite a while a rare ring here with channeling minus cost. Because yeah, it was honestly, this is also the main thing. I thought I would go Archmage for the longest time, but I've given up on it. Like, it's not like it could never happen, but it's not gonna happen anytime soon, because it's currently for me impossible to make an Archmage version that sustains the mana cost. Yeah, I know what you mean. No, it's also like less, it used to be less cost, right, Shiro? It used to be less cost, and now it's increased cost efficiency, which is just a lot worse. It's not just the crafts on the rings, it's just general, this mod is just worse than the old mod, right? We used to have less cost here, and it's all now cost efficiency instead. But yeah, Archmage plans are currently dead. I've tried it in many different ways. I've tried with socketing in inspiration and everything, but it's just not sustainable. And currently, I would need like a full-born Kaliras or something. Yes, it is. It is. It's like less is like a multiplier, right? If you compare it to our damage mods, less is like a multiplier, and increased cost efficiency is just additive, basically. So yes, diminishing returns on the increased cost efficiency, while less is just a multiplier that, yeah, it's gigafucked. I don't actually know how you're supposed to make Archmage work in SSF. right? Like, I don't know. Like sure, in trade I can figure something out with, like, but like, I don't know, like on a like honest SSF run, I don't know how you're supposed to make Archmage work currently. Again, like there is like so the only thing I can think of that's like not like that unlikely maybe for me to get is there's the Foulborn Khaleesas that has like I actually dropped even a Foulborn Khaleesas, but it was the wrong one. But there's a Foulborn Khaleesas that says if you've spent 800 mana in the last few seconds, like, or recently, right? Spells cost 50% less, and I think that mod is unchanged. Would be funny if that mod also now says 50% increased cost efficiency, but I don't think so. I think that mod is unchanged and still says your spells cost 50% less. And if that, like, with those gloves, I could make Archmage work. But I still, like, it's still kind of rough because you give up the glove spot, right? Oh yeah, also, I didn't even show. Here, look, I got the Aspect of Lunaris skill, actually, up. Which is really nice.
Let's deal. Ahoy.
Ahoy.
Thanks to your hard work.
But yeah, like, it's not like it's impossible to get to a point where you can, like, channel with Archmage for, like, long enough. But, for me to get to that point, it's just the damage lost at that point, because I, like, need inspiration, I need mods, I need to pick up all the cost efficiency on the tree, and then also on top of that it gets more and more expensive the higher the levels of your gems get, right? And I don't even have that many levels on my gems yet. I'm in the process of crafting a staff that will add even more levels. Yeah, it's rough. Have you faced Sandy Cheeks? No, I have not. I haven't even gotten a golden square yet. I've done a few voyages, but yeah, I haven't gotten any of the golden tiles yet. But yeah, I've heard that Sandy Cheeks is extremely tanky and takes forever. And like, it will probably take forever for me too, because while like I've beaten Exarch and Eater and the Originator bosses, right? I mean, my damage is fine, but it's not like I'm instantly like melting them, right? Like I just have like normal stone damage, right? Like oh my god, I wasn't looking. What even happened? What even happened? Weren't they dead? But yeah, but yeah, I've basically normal stone damage currently.
If you think I'm going to say or do anything to further
That is
your
true. You do get a lot of buffs. You do get a lot of buffs. That's probably why they made it so tanky.
Can I not have but a moment's respect?
Oh yeah, I also wanna eventually I wanna go low life. I already am using arrogance currently with vitality just, right? But later I think I just wanna do a classic like arrogance, petrified blood. Do you know why it's Sandy Cheeks? No, but like, I don't know, isn't Sandy also like from SpongeBob? Or I don't know, like, but for me, I knew you were talking about when you said it, like just Sandy, I don't know, it just like, For me, it was clear that it was referring to the bottom of the ocean. You're required to do this. Very good, Prince. Very good. I will give a report to Astralis that you fulfilled his conditions. Oh, she is a squirrel. Oh, okay, yeah, I had no idea. I had no idea. Oh yeah, you earlier said, Shiro, that you were considering a penance brand of dissipation poison build. Mm. I'm kind of curious about that because I've played penance brand, but not as poison variant. Just as like I just played penance brand as like physical hit damage. Was it with converted? I don't even remember. No, I think it was just physical damage. Allflame cringe. Okay, Parents Brand of Dissipation. What's Machinations? Is this a new support? Machinations? I've never seen this support before, I think. Where is this from? I guess I've lived under a rock. Is it new this league? Yeah, because I've not seen it before. It's an exceptional. Oh, did they add it? Oh, they probably added it when they did like Greater Unleash and shit, right? That's probably when they added this. Interesting support gem. Tree Hugger! Alrighty, Treehugger. Thank you for the lurk. Enjoy the show. Wait, Treehugger, but we, besides the PoE stuff, we have to talk a little bit of K-dramas later, okay? Promise? Pinky promise? Just like, you know, there you go. Ooh. The Asian pinky promise that to me looks like we're like drinking a beer, you know? Yeah, but yeah. Okay. Anyways, back to the PoE stuff. Oh, I see. It uses the boots. Yeah, that makes sense. Isn't it like crazy that these boots kinda enable like everything, everywhere? Like, I don't know. Like, I actually haven't played myself with the boots, but I've seen like so many different builds and POBs that just have these boots, right? And like just utilize these boots to make the poison work, basically. I know. I feel like these boots are like the anchor of so many poison builds. Wait, but did I have something to do with that, Treehugger? That wasn't a pinky promise with me, or? Wait, why do we have an allure and double? Is that just in the offhand? Oh. Wait, is the offhand important here? Phasing. I don't know. I don't think the offhand... Okay, I don't know. Maybe the offhand is important. I don't see anything important about it. Yeah, it looks like it's just for phasing. You've never tried poison builds before, I see. I mean, I haven't played that many poison builds. Back when Poison Concoction was really good, I played that. I've played a Poison Blade Vortex once. I've played plenty of Toxic Rain, but it's actually not really a poison build. It's just a chaos dot build. And to be fair, poison scaling is awkward. But it's like, generally, like, dot builds are very deceiving in PoE, or PoB rather. You really like wands. I like wands too. I can relate to that. Betrayal sting. Huh. Why are we using the Tides of Time? Oh wait, utility flasks are also gaining. Okay, never mind. That's actually pretty good. Oh, and it is Pathfinder too. Yeah. Oh wait, Lycia Bloodline. What are we using on the Lycia Bloodline? Does it show? Oh no, we're not actually using anything. It's just it just has it activated, but we're not actually using anything. I don't know. It's really difficult for me, honestly, to measure poison builds on paper. I'm bad at it because, like, I have played some poison builds, but they're kind of deceiving, right? Like in PoB, when you add poison duration, right, it is more damage, because in PoB it basically, you know, it becomes more damage, but at the same time, you'll never have that damage if it doesn't tick for that long, right? Like there is like basically, I don't know, like, and you have that issue kind of like with all dots. You also have like the opposite of like, your dot becomes too short, right? Like it's like, I don't know, like it's kind of weird, and you have to kind of like try it out yourself on bosses, what feels good. Yeah. The too short dot duration is a typical mistake. Yeah. It's not just on poison, this happens also a lot for people on Ignite, right? Where they like they use too much faster, like with Ember Wake and everything. So the Ignite is actually too fast, right? And you also start like losing uptime. Like even if your Ignite still deals good damage, like you actually lose DPS because you don't have 100% uptime anymore, because the Ignite just falls off so goddamn quick, right? So that's something to keep in mind always. But yeah, I feel like dot builds like require a lot more like manual testing, for me at least. Maybe that's just like you know, an experience thing. Yeah, I feel like I do definitely think that dot builds are always a lot trickier to balance and figure out. And I mean, maybe they're just bad, to be honest, right? Maybe they're just bad. But yeah, they also added this new fire keystone that is really terrible, right? Wait, that is the wrong PoB. I'm sorry. So, where is it? Didn't they add it somewhere here? There. You can afflict an additional ignite, but base ignite duration is 1 second and 25% less damage with ignite, and cannot deal non-fire damage. I don't know, like, the other two keystones they added are pretty good, but this one, I don't know, this one is honestly just like really, really rough. And it's deceiving too. Like, I feel like this one is a new player trap, so I think they really need to change this one. because like a new player, like, you know, the new witch player, like that goes fireball, right? And like it's just like really bad because the 1 second is so short that you're not keeping like your full uptime on your ignite. And then if you add more faster damage, which is still on in POB showing damage go up, because POB just assumes you have full uptime, you know. But yeah, this one's such a new player trap now, I feel like. But yeah. Yeah, this is our POB. I don't think this is actually accurate right now. Let me do a fresh import. Okay, it says 3.9 right now. Wait, why is my... I did something. I had... I need to think what I did, because I had 90k EHP. Alright, I did get rid of my endurance charges. Wait, I did put... Wait, what? What did I do? What did I put on? No, wait, I still have my endurance charges here. Yeah, okay, no, I got rid of them in POB, which is wrong. I do have my endurance charges. Alright, cool. But yeah, I actually do plan on moving my endurance charges onto my body armor. I need to roll endurance charge on my body armor. And then I can replace my amulet. Alright. And also, Rio, I've never experienced a good bleed build. I know that like Fist.Elementalist has some hype right now. And I'm sure, like, of course, at high investment it works, right? I'm not saying it doesn't, but I think it's still probably, like, generally a dog for the first, like, 80% till you get there. I know. I, like, changed my mind. No bleed build has ever, like... And I mean, okay, wait, the Fist.Elementalist, I guess, isn't necessarily bleed, eh? I didn't actually look at it in detail. But I don't know. Like, the bleed builds I've played, they all felt, like, really bad and needed a lot of work. To get there. And, like, I mean, generally, like, if you have fun, like, you can get, I guess, almost every build there, right? Alrighty. I do wanna, like, let's do one more Maven. We're almost there. We've almost collected enough buses, and then we're gonna go down to Bikini Bottom. Sir? Oh my god. Man, they're coming after me as if they're gonna drop loot. Divine. Not really. Oh yeah, I need to... Oh my god, I still have... Okay, I guess I haven't changed my Pantheon, like, since start of the session, and it's only screwed me over once, so I guess it's not as big of a deal, eh?
You and I could...
I do have the capability to have someone rejected feel confident.
You don't.
Not as dumb as you seem.
Garbage. to not die in the grove this time around. Like, when I'm inside my frost shield, I'm honestly pretty tanky, and obviously my endurance charges are up. The big thing is that a lot of like is like a little bit like, you know, like right now I only have 2 endurance charges. Right, it's and also as soon as my frost shield is over, can get a bit spicy, and then we also have the steel skin that might be up or might not be up, and like we have block too, by the way. That's actually our main avoidance. It's just 75 spell and attack block. Yeah, you can kind of like feel basically a lot of these levels are not super consistent. You just 6-socketed from 4 and 6-linked from 4 to 6 with 4 clicks with tainted currency. Nice! Yes. Tainted fusings are honestly so strong. But I haven't used like anything. I hadn't had to try to 6-link anything because I dropped, as you know, I dropped my first 6-link. I dropped my first 6-link in campaign in like, what was it? Like, was it ridiculously early, Act 7 or something? I don't know. And then and then I got another one just from throwing a decent enough base at the time into the betrayal crafting thing.
Return to your barren world.
Where it says it reforges the links 100 times. And I got a 6-link.
Dance with the flame.
And that's the one we're wearing right now, so yeah. I still haven't had to like actually like use any fusings or anything to try to get my own crafted 6-link.
Can win this.
Yep. It's just like I just have special SSF talents. That's just how it is. At 75 level boots. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have some low-level item like that still as well. Actually, my helmet might be pretty low.
To the victor go the spoils. And the strong get stronger.
I need to use my Val discipline more often. Keep forgetting that I have it now. Yeah, look at my my boots are also a betrayal fracture. I want to show you, but these enemies keep coming. Here, they're also a betrayal fracture. And they are also, look at this, Ryu. Look. Eye level buddies. They're also item level 75. But yeah, this is why I can get away without a silver flask currently. And yeah, got them obviously also from Betrayal. Where's the boss? Yeah, of course, of course. The veiled, the betrayal fractures are so strong in SSF. I still have them up because I'm actually still hoping to get in a frenzy fracture. Here I do have a few like endurance. Well, actually, I only have it on the amulet. Yeah, but like I have a few power charge fractures, but I'm actually hoping to get like some more ring endurance and frenzy fractures. But yeah, that's mainly why I still have it up. But also, I wouldn't mind a better boot base as well, right? But yeah, betrayal fractures are really nice. In SSF.
Hello.
I can actually show my items a little bit, right? This staff. I think this staff is like from White Maps actually. Wait, let's see. What is its item level? 77. It's okay. It's not terrible, but honestly, for like doing stones, not great weapon. But and I've actually have already spent so many alterations here trying to. I just want to recon +2, +4. That already would be an upgrade. And like actually just getting the +6 staff alone would already be an upgrade. But yeah, I have failed it a few times already now, which like is like that is actually a simple recon that is favorable, but it is what it is. No, I don't have another one right now. I don't have another one. These are leftovers, or this one is a leftover, you know. We need to roll new +4s. Like, we can... How many alterations do I have? It's like, I usually, like, I go again at rolling when I have, like, at least 500. At least 500. Like, this is rolled down really fucking quick. The thing is also that the +4 and the +2 obviously are not like the... Not like high weight mods, but yeah. Adventures. This one I've done. Garbage. Oh, a black heart. Really, I have it? Okay.
Let's deal.
Isn't that the... I guess it is shit, eh? Yeah, whatever. Whatever. But yeah, you think... So you think, Rio, that if I recomp on stream, it will succeed? You think that's the key here? Yeah, streamer client, I see. Yeah, it's a fair assumption. It's a fair assumption. Wait, do I have enough bubbles? Bubbles? 3. No, I need some. Wait, but I might have some flasks. I do indeed. Wait, can you sell tinctures with flasks together to get? Yeah, probably you
Greetings.
can, right? There. Guess I need to do math. So this one alone is 1. Okay. There we go. Okay, now we have 5, and I want to change the profit to reused at the end. I know, SSF things, alright? But they changed it that you can't buy... Like, you used to be able to buy bubbles here, but you can't anymore.
Freedom comes.
Unless I'm somehow blind, but they're not here anymore. They're gone. I cannot buy bubbles anymore. So I'm just poor on bubbles. I mean, it will change eventually. I will eventually be rich on bubbles, but right now I'm poor on bubbles. Alright, we have our invitation, the Atlas. 68. Fine, whatever. Whatever.
At least die with some flair. Enough of my might. Like so beautiful. Resist the assault. Enough of my heart. Resist the assault!
I forgot to use my blast. Maybe, honestly, this is nicer anyway. Because obviously... I won't keep them up forever anyways. The coruscating Alex here is a little bit scary here. Whoop. I also have like the stone golem. Which is kinda nice, like as like a walking decoy totem. Like there. It did actually go for my golem. Wolf of Conflict, that is very nice. Oh yeah, I realized. Oh yeah, Ryu, good night. Nice for you to hang out. Sleep well in your bed, Gestell. One thing I just noticed, like the Orb of Conflict, I wonder, like, I don't think it works on the boat, because I realized that I noticed that the Eldritch Influence items, these here, they don't work on the boat.
Greetings.
Hello.
Alright, hello! The Hungry Loop.
Oh.
Here for a deal.
How is our town money looking? Okay. Alright, we've done another Maven. So to actually fight Maven, we need 10. That's 5 splinters. We could also do Nah, I'm gonna keep those. I think we're gonna go do the leak mechanic now. Maybe it gives good enough XP for us to level. Let's see. Yeah, the leak mechanic goes quite fast. It's pretty nice to like. Hello, message in a bottle. But yeah, they're pretty nice to do quickly here. The charting. Like this is part 1 of the leak mechanic where you just do a little bit of charting. Oh my god. Okay, that's one of those situations where I meant like, okay, it gets a little bit tight when you like underestimate the gap in between. Like on hardcore, I would never do that, I think. Unless maybe over time you get like kind of like so bored and cocky. Okay, message in the bottle. Okay. It's... Actually, what is this one? Oh yeah, this one is like, every 5 seconds you get an effect. Like, honestly, this belt would be on average good for us, funnily enough. I'm almost like curious actually to think a little bit about this one, because for us hitting lucky is massive, because lightning damage has like these massive ranges, right? And we also have on top of that, on top of lightning damage ranges being very massive, we also have this one, which gives us 25% more maximum lightning damage and 50% less minimum lightning damage. So hitting lucky for our build is extremely strong, extremely strong. And then always critically striking is good too for us. Currently our crit chance is, I believe, let me check, what is this at, like 50% or something. Yeah, it's like effective crit chance is like 60%. So I don't know, like this one, I wonder if PUB actually does a calculation on this one. Yeah, it does. Like, oh my god, 80% damage. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I want to consider this one. It might be actually a decent option. Like, it is a very deadly option too, because obviously you have the negative effects. This one, attacks against you always hit, is fine. We don't have really evasion. In fact, I was using the ascendancy where I already couldn't evade. So yeah, this is totally fine. Hits against you are always critical strikes. This one is rough, so maybe I wanna add some critical strike protection if I use this belt. But I know it's a sick build for sick belt for damage. Like, look at this, plus 3 million damage. Like, that is like insane. I might actually go for this, but I think I do wanna consider, like, I do wanna add some crit protection. At least I'm not far from it. We can like here get some crit protection here, here. It's definitely doable. But yeah, that belt, and it would be the first time for me using the belt, so that is pretty cool. I'm always excited, like when I, you know, get to try out some new stuff.
Hope you're ready for this.
God, that was so close. I had never had so many stacked decks in SSF.
Hope you're ready for this.
What did I just pick up? I know, honestly. Hugger. Maybe it's time for our K-drama chat. Triaga. P-O-E. P-U-E. P-U-E. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't work, this is actually like kind of like a K-drama plot, you know? A series of misunderstandings starts here. Work done! Nice! Congrats, friends. Okay, I think we have like a little bit of a fruitless one here. Like, we have almost fully charted this one, and there's like just nothing here. Guess that can happen. I suppose. Yeah, you know. That is my biggest weakness too, as you know, like the balancing it out. When I like get really invested in something, I struggle sleeping as well.
Hope you're ready for this.
Man, we need like, for crafting, I need like a bunch of alterations. And like alterations are generally like a pretty low tier currency, so it is pretty funny. That in SSF I'm kind of sitting here like, I don't want divines, I just want alterations. And divines are usually like the high value currency everybody wants. Like, I just want alterations. Crafting. It's kinda odd. There's probably mods or something to upgrade the essences in Bikini Bottom, because like look at these shitty essences. They all just like leaking, veiling, like I don't know, like what even is the point, right? Am I right? Divine Orb! But again, all I want is alterations. I mean, Divine Orbs are okay. They're actually also not as important for me right now. I will use them. So Prince, what are you currently playing? Are you still playing that dress game? Also, I realized, like, if you're playing that dress game for an extended time, it must mean the game is about to die, right? No idea what that would be. It's like that gacha MMO you were playing recently. I don't remember what its name was. Infinite Nikki is the actual dress game, yeah, but I think you were playing something else, but it was also like very glam heavy, no? What were you playing, Infinity Nikki? I know we talked about Infinity Nikki and the patch they did that was like extremely poor receive because they like completely changed the story. Contains 2 additional Abyss Scarabs. Oh my god. That's the downside currently. Abyss is so fucking bad right now. Oh, there's a lantern I missed. Maybe that would have given me a better Abyss Scarab. Oh yeah, then it is Infinity. Yeah, I was just not sure if... I know we talked about Infinity Nikki, but I wasn't sure if that's the one you also played or if it was another one you played. But no, that was most likely Infinity Nikki. Are you still playing it? Okay. I think the streamer client is gone.
Come on then.
Come on then.
Deep breaths.
Not like I don't want to, just so much to do. Yeah. Oh yeah, a new FF patch too. Have you played FF since then, or are you currently not subscribed? Also, Treehugger lied to me. The summoning failed. You started something called Star Savior. Wait, is it an anime or a game? And its beach episode summer event broke my soul for a bit. Okay. It's a game. An anime game. Okay, yeah. Wait, it's... Beach episode summer event. How did it break your soul? How did it break your soul? What happened?
Time's running out.
Lucky. Not getting that sunken loot. That's fine. It's not worth using the message in the bottle over. I was about to say, but this one again, a little bit of a downer. It was basically Pirates of the Caribbean in anime form. Okay. So, do you mean the game was like that, or just that event was like that?
Come on then.
Or just the event? Okay, I see. Okay, so it basically broke your soul because it felt like really like cheap, not fitting Pirates of the Caribbean.
Load 'em up.
Prince, how do you feel about oh yeah, right, you also like yeah, what about FF14? Like did you play this patch yet? I was actually wondering how you feel about the new difficulty being between no, actually, okay. Here's the thing, right? They said the new difficulty was meant to be between Savage and Normal, which I agree with, is a good idea, right? But then at the FanFest they said that the fights are gonna be easier like extremes, or like an extreme or easier basically. And I don't know how to feel about that. How do you feel about that difficulty? Because for me personally, I felt like the issue was that even if you did an extreme trial, when you were like in a later tier or later fights, right? Like the gap between a trial, extreme trial, and a savage could be massive, right? To be fair, there is some extreme trials, right? There is some extreme trials that are a bit more complex and they do get you closer to doing savage, but there's some extreme trials that are incredibly easy. Okay, Prince is still on the other game. I need to slow down. But I'm curious to what you think on the FF14 difficulty too. Because to me, like when they said like, oh, it's gonna be extreme or easier, I was like, wait, no, it should be extreme or harder, right? To close the gap. I don't know. It was weird to me that they said that. But maybe it was just wrong. Hopefully they're wrong when they said that. Okay, fast summary of this game. Or this event. This girl who opened this curse object she wasn't supposed ended up afflicted by it and spent most of her life slowly dying in bed. Eventually her parents go to find some pirate treasure to try and cure her. They disappear. She decides she's had enough and tries to find the treasure herself. Enter your part, Oracle Girl. You reads her fate and says it's a pointless journey. But they all go on anyway. Why did they read their fate then if they don't believe in it? Like, I support not believing in it, but like, you know, but anyways. They find the island and note that her parents had already been there and the treasure was just coins. So she gives up and basically gives up on life, and the Oracle Girl who knew this was coming also gave up all hope because she wanted to believe things would be different because your main character defied fate once. I see. No, I honestly, I get now why. That seems like a very frustrating story. Yeah, no, that seems like really sad and frustrating. Like, I get it. And I even, like, especially when you frame it like, you know, beach episode event, is because, like, you expected something lighthearted, right? You expected something nice and lighthearted. Yeah. No, I get that. It, like, they set you up to be extra vulnerable. But yeah, Prince, did you hear what I asked about the FF14 difficulty? It's funny too, because she's also a gambling addict, so she can have something in her life that isn't already set in stone. Yeah. That does make sense. And honestly, I do think that is like a ground foundational wisdom and truth for many of us. That is why we like some RNG and some gambling, you know? Even though we might not believe, like, you know, even though our things around us are not set in stone, we still live like somewhat like repetitive lives usually, right? Like going to work, having like, you know, so that RNG, that randomness gives us that diversity as well. That is true, Prince. That is true. We are reversed roles right now, so how does it feel? How does it feel? Like I have all the power? Interesting.
Deep breaths.
I just like. Yeah, I don't know. I'm speechless almost, right? Because I like that's like the last thing I associate with. But I get what you're saying, like, because now like I'm waiting on your response. Though, how long will I wait, friends? You know, before I just forget about our conversation altogether. Okay, I just want to clarify. I do not find it weird to add another difficulty. I actually think it is a good idea to add another difficulty, especially, like, I agree that I also like that they're putting a difficulty before Savage, because I do agree that the gap between Savage and normal is massive, and even the gap between extreme and savage can be really big. It depends a bit on which extreme, which savage though, right? But it can be very big. For me, it's just they said on at FanFest, I don't know if you heard it, but they said in the keynote, Yoshi P said, wait, why did I not, oh, I don't have, he said that the difficulty of those will be extreme or lower, and I think it should be extreme or higher. That's just what I feel is weird, and I hope he misspoke. That was specifically what I was worried about. Because if it's lower than extreme, then I don't know. I mean, but then, okay, but then I feel like they should have just been like, they shouldn't have said, if it's lower than extreme, then they shouldn't have said it's between normal and savage. I feel like they should have said, oh, this is to close the gap between extreme and normal casual content, you know? And maybe that makes sense too, but I agree then, Prince, then I would have rather wanted to see hard dungeons. Yeah, no, I know, Prince. I do agree also that the gap from doing a normal dungeon to doing extreme is a gap too. Though I don't think it's nearly as bad as going from extreme to savage, honestly. For most extremes anyways. Like, again, there is some outliers, right? There is some outliers. Yeah. I do agree, there is some outliers. There is some more complicated extremes. Sephiroth, yeah. No, this is also a thing, right? Like, so the first fight of a tier, like, those fights tend to be a lot easier, right? And especially the first fight of every expansion tends to be super easy. The first savage fight of every expansion, right? So there's also like this weird like thing like, oh, if somebody starts playing and they reach endgame when like it's the last tier of the expansion, they are gonna have a much harder time to get into savage, because even in the last tier, even the first savage fight tends to be not all that easy anymore. Yes, Bruderschaf, thank you for watching. Sleep well in your Bettgestell. The one party I had was so bad, I think our tank quit tanking. Oh my god. Doing Sephiroth? Really? I don't actually think... So here's like my take on Sephiroth, right? I don't actually think Sephiroth is all that hard of a fight if you understand it. It is just an old fight. And it's not like newer extremes have more telegraphing, right? They have more visual indicators for what's happening. And Sephiroth has less of that. So I honestly think Sephiroth difficulty comes a lot just from it being not as visually obvious. Oof, yeah. Treehugger! You lied to me. I tried to summon you earlier. It did not work. Defend yourself now. No, but I was I'd say it's fairly punishing for the whole party when people mess up too. But I feel like that has been generally the case for many extremes. Did you hang the leaf? I might have forgotten to hang the leaf, but I whispered PoE 3 times. God damn it. No, Triaga, I just wanted to tell you that I watched Castaway Diva and I thought it was a pretty sweet one. So I wanted to recommend it to you too. Because you don't have enough to play and you don't have enough to watch. and there's just not enough things in life to consume. Yes, you're welcome. Oh, and right now I'm watching King's Affection, which I didn't watch before because it was like, I was like, oh, Joseon era, you know. I thought it was like gonna be like too historical, dramatic, I don't know. But I looked at IMDb and it had really high ratings there, so I've started it. And it's honestly been really good so far. Oh, you have nearly nothing on 14 in months. Okay. Yeah, right, Triaga, I know. I got you covered, Triaga.
Here we go.
Oh, so you did play a little bit last night. Wow, look at the timing. You wanna at least see the new fights. You mean an Occult Crescent?
Can I not have the lane's response?
I see, yeah. Did you do any of the raids this tier? Did you even look at the raids this tier? We actually we did clear the tier, and we're still doing re-clears right now of the last fight, but we're basically done. And I actually like the last fight, like phase 2. I love it. It's really, really, really cool. And I hope we get... Wait, what am I doing? I hope we get more fights like that. I do like puzzle fights that make me like think. And phase 2 of the final fight is very much a think fight. Retired raider. You never even started to really be a raider, Prince. Wait, what is 2521? Is 2521 a show, Treehugger? Oh, I got flashbanged by my browser. Holy shit, like you could even see it on the screen. Like, look, oh! You can see like when I'm getting flashbanged. But yeah, 2521. Oh, it is a show, I see. Ooh, 8.6 on IMDb. It might be okay. It might be okay. For a moment, I thought you were saying, Triaga, that the show got delayed because of your laziness. I was like, wait, you work for Netflix? Oh, 20 gift 21. But Prince, M5 was easy. No, I produce K-dramas in my spare time. Amazing. But no, Prince, I feel you, I feel you. You know, our static is pretty casual. We only raid twice a week, so there's like, you know, some people like trying to talk shit too, because they like, oh, I'm clearing the tier in like 2 weeks, right? Like, I'm like, yeah, if you wanna know live that, go ahead, but then also after 2 weeks, there's nothing for you left to do, right? I don't know, like, and the reality is, like, yeah, if my group were to raid every day when the raid comes out, we would clear pretty quickly too, right? Like, it's not rocket science. It really isn't. People highly overestimate like the amount of skill required to clear savage raids. It's at the end of the time, it's just a time dedication, really. Yeah, some people might be a little bit better at it than others, at like remembering mechanics and shit, sure, and figuring it out, yes. But like from most of us mortals, it's literally just about how much time you dedicate to it. You're the English voice actor for background characters. I thought Triaga, I'm sorry, but like especially with your name, what you actually had to say was, I am the English voice actor for background noise. Which is like perfectly fitting to your nickname too, like as a tree hugger, you know? Yes, no, Prince. 1000% static usually is easier because also you can like adjust your strategies. Like you don't have to do it exactly how PF does it, right? Consistency-wise, it's better. The only downside of a static is, yes, you usually are not able to go as much as you would in PF, right? So you will you will often still clear faster going PF, but it's also much more frustrating to go PF. Yeah, just because you know, you won't like find as many time slots to go with your static, basically. So you will spend less time raiding, so it will take longer, but it will be more consistent. The messages have been extremely underwhelming. I only messed up in 2 parties and my clear run, not a single mistake. Very nice, very nice. This tier was definitely interesting. M11S was pretty difficult and
Patched it up.
I know, I've seen a lot of people struggle with it. And
ready, please.
I actually like saw like a scholar post on the forum that basically complained how the DPS check on M11S was too harsh, right? And talked about I like, Prince, I know this is not you, right? But I had to think of it because you said this, right? But basically that scholar also argued in the forum post how he's never making any mistakes, right? And it's always the others. And he had like 500 folds on M11S without a clear, right? And the thing is, he might have not made like many like obvious white mistakes, but when we were yeah, people were hard stuck on 11 like crazy. But looking at the logs, his DPS was only like 15k. And 15k is pretty bad for like a healer, especially if you're actually like during proc, that is fine, right? During proc, 15k at that point was fine because it would be like, oh, you just overhealed a lot, right? Or you were still progging, fine. But if you have 500 pulls, 15k is very little, right? So, I know, like, I saw a lot of that where, like, people, like, he was, yeah, like, it was like, I basically saw, like, a lot of, like, healers and tanks kind of like with a faulty mentality there, right? Like the healer was like basically saying, oh, but I'm not making any mistakes and we're not clearing and it can't be my fault. But if you look at like, you know, the DPS was at best 15k, right? Like, and it should have been like, it should be minimum 18k at that point, better even 20k, right? Like, but 18k, like, totally fine, right? Like, and yeah, it's, you just have a lot of people also in PF with like a wrong mentality around it, to be honest. And I get really tired of like and the problem is with healers, right? You get both. You get healers that think their only job is healing, and they're not willing to ever like optimize damage, right? And then you also have like healers who are greedy as fuck. They only wanna damage, they only wanna DPS because they only want like their you know, DPS pars, right? And they're not willing to ever throw a GCD heal. Like, both ends of the spectrums exist a lot in PF, and it's really fucking exhausting. Yeah, the biggest problem was the final mechanics generally, but the DPS check was tight for groups as well. Yeah, split arena was like, okay, so the thing is, split arena was the biggest issue, but many people blamed the DPS check because when they did make it there, they failed the check, right? But the reality was they weren't actually making it there cleanly most of the time, right? Like, I don't know, it's like a perception thing, basically. It's a perception thing. I saw many people complain about the DPS check, but if you look at it, they actually don't even reach the end of the fight all that often. They just don't like really notice anymore how much they also like just wipe at the split arena, or they feel just like, oh, they just feel like, oh, if they finally make it there, the boss should just fall over, right? Yeah, but I will say the M11S DPS check was the tightest of the tier. Obviously, like, how do you measure that? I'm just saying, like, it was the tightest of the tier in relativity to how mechanically demanding it was. It's just like M11S repeats a mechanic unnecessarily. It feels very dragged out. It's a very long fight, and it's pretty punishing too, so it just feels so goddamn unforgiving. Like, if you have a clean pull and you don't get deaths and damage downs, you will most likely clear, but that is the hardest to accomplish on M11S of the whole tier. That's all I'm saying, right? Like, I wouldn't say like it just feels so a lot tighter because it's a lot more difficult to get a clean pull on M11S than any of the other fights. It just is a like very long fight. Anyways, it is late. I know it wasn't like too long of a stream today, but I will be back during the week at some point. Yeah, the third fight is weird. I don't know why they suck so much at doing third fights. At some point, yeah. Yeah, no, I just realized, so we actually have like family over, and I realized they're staying till Tuesday, so I actually like, but and on Wednesday I'm out for a work dinner. So I just realized I was like, at some point, I don't know, at the latest on Thursday, I think. Funnily enough, on M9, it was the beds. But yeah. It's interesting you say that. I tend to agree that the first fight, but I don't think like it's really like the framing, the way you frame it, Prince, is not exactly how I see it. But I do agree they put like usually one more difficult mechanic into the first fight to like ease you in, right? But I think the struggle, the perceived struggle on these mechanics is just because there is more new players on that first fight, right? And the further you go into the tier, the less new or inexperienced players you have, right? It's not like that mechanic in that first fight is harder than other mechanics in the following fights. It's more like a perceived struggle because you have more new players. That's see, some of you aren't on it. What are you saying? On NA they just all struggle harder, or what? Will last for a reason. Oh man, yeah, I don't know, like, but like, because it's like when you look at all these mechanics, they're not harder than other mechanics in the other fights, right? It's just that the first fight generally is easier, and then there's that one mechanic that is on a difficulty level of following Savage fights, I would say. But yeah, anyways, it was nice chatting to you. And Treehugger, let me know how, you know, let me know on the 2521. By the way, Treehugger, check Discord. You know, I literally like look at this shit, right? Wait, I'll show you in a second. Here in, look, Treehugger. Look here. I did a whole, like, I tried to chat with you about K-drama on our Discord. Left alone in the dirt. Nobody chats with me about QE. Nobody chats with me about K-dramas. But yeah, just saying, you know. Levenstrike was the apparent wall for everyone in P9, but I got that down in 2 polls. What was Levenstrike again? Wait, was that the Mario Kart? Yeah, it was the limit cut that was solved mainly doing a Mario Kart strat. Let's say, yeah, it was a constant meme that everything is limit cut, right? But to be fair, we broadened the definition of limit cut so much that, like, even in this tier you would be able to apply it to a lot of mechanics. Like, we just went too far with the definition, honestly. But yeah, any numbers, and like, this is the thing, right? Now you could just take it a step further, Prince, and say, okay, actually we don't even need the numbers above the heads for it to be limit cut. Whenever you have to do something in order, it's all of a sudden limit cut, right? And if you look at it that way, you will again go through this tier and you will again find a bunch of limit cuts. The only difference is there's no there's no number above your head. Instead, it's a debuff you look at, right? Like, so you know, it's kind of tricky. It's kind of tricky. Like, Vampire Lady, M9, right? She has a sort of limit cut too, where she targets, oh, wait, am I mixing it up? Okay, I'm not so sure on her right now, but, But we definitely have some mechanics where, like, you know, people get targeted in an order. In the last fight we definitely do in P1, right? And you see based on your debuff when it's your turn, basically. So it's just not a number above your head. But yeah, the snake coil part. Technically, yeah, I'm trying to remember the fight now precisely. I've actually forgotten most of it. I'm just realizing, like, you do bats. But, like, I have, like, this faint memory of, like, the snake. Isn't there also, like, some cleave that comes out of you? I don't know. Something like that. Something like that. But yeah, if there comes a cleave out of you, definitely a limit cut. But yeah, anyways, I am gonna head off. Good try on the stall though, Prince. I will mark a little bonus star in your report for today's stream. And I will see you at the latest Thursday, but probably before that. Not tomorrow, I don't think so, but might be back on Monday. Not enough stall, yeah. Might be back on Monday. That is true, Prince. That is true. Still good stall. I mean, that's just speaks for your ability to stall. Okay, then I will give myself a bonus star too. Good night, people. Bye bye. Thank you for hanging out.